Hi guys, I just want to share one story about a woman who has mental retardation or intelligent disability. That's better word, I guess. Many couples, like if they have this kind of children, it's either they prepare them for the future, train them to be independent, or basically spoil them because the pettiness just overcome everything. And so, this is the story about a sister-in-law of a woman who has mental retardation. But before I go deep into that, of course, there are different levels of mental retardation. But for now, I'm just going to share a story about a woman who basically the mental retardation only affect the ability to understand higher level of learning and maybe some behavior problem like excessive tantrum, but basically she's healthy physically, so it's not that chronic like she's bedridden and people has to take care of everything for her. So that's not the case at all in this matter that I'm going to share with you. So this sister-in-law is about 50s, in her 50s, and the woman, actually the husband's the sister, is in her 40s. The bad thing is that the parents raised this woman, they really spoil her. They never train her to be independent, or they never call someone. But it's okay, it's the 40s, right? So maybe in the past nobody really have awareness about you need to get therapy for this kind of kid. But anyway, they themselves, they never taught this woman how to take care of herself. So when the parents die, there's no one to take care of her anymore. There's only the brother and also this sister-in-law to take care of her. This couple, they have children of their own and it's a grown up, but still living with them. And the bad thing is, since this invalid, mental retardation sister moved in with them, like about 2 years, this couple really having issue, like they really want a divorce. They really end up quarreling, almost always wanted to end up in divorce many times in these 2 years. It's not that the sister-in-law so calculative that she doesn't want to take care of the mental retardation. Okay, it's so bad to say like that, right? This invalid, okay, I will call it invalid, but you know in what terms is that invalid. So it's not like she's so calculative and she don't want because she's no, it's a family member. But the problem is that she is the only one who really see the real color of the sister. In certain culture and certain religion, they really consider this kind of people as the children from heaven. So end up they don't train anything for them to be independent. So what happens is that normally the husband has to do everything for this woman. This woman already in her 40s, by the way. So she wants somebody to clean her poo-poo, to clean after she pee, to shower her, and even to deal with her period blood during her menses. So husband really deal everything with that. And the funny thing is that whenever husband goes to work, leave them two alone at home. So the sister-in-law always teach this sister, this invalid sister, to do it on her own. And surprisingly, she able to do it by herself. But every time when the brother appear at home, she acting like she don't know anything. She really pretending like she don't know even to wash her private area, don't know how to wash after she poo-poo. And she even wants you to put clothes on her. And one time when the husband came home, this invalid sister immediately ran to him with the pad full of period blood. And for the sister-in-law, not only because of the religion, but because of the culture as well. So she feels like this is really morally wrong. Not only because the husband is a grown adult in his 50s and the sister is in her 40s, but she also worry because she has two grown-up young men in her house. Her children are grown-up men and always see this woman naked around in the house. But the funny thing is only when the husband is at home. So when she tried to talk with the husband about this matter, they will end up argue. He will think that she's jealous because he's dealing with her sister in that kind of intimate way. But for her, it's not about jealousy. But the thing is that she feels like this invalid sister-in-law trying to take advantage of the situation, like craving for attention. But that's how it is with the mentally retarded person. They maybe appear to you like parallel to their physical age, but actually in the inside, they are children. However, they are not innocent children. They also normal people like you and me, so they have desire for the sexual. So many cases when people like this, like for example, somebody like notice and say, oh, rape happened to this girl. But the truth is that it's not really a rape. Some cases, these invalid girls actually willingly in that act. But when it comes to the court, then they will always be like they are the victim. You know, they are not the one who manipulate the situation. So people who involved with that, of course, will take its toll on them, but not this invalid victim. She said when she trained the invalid sister managed to do on her own. But she said every time she has to, of course, be persistent, and every time when she has to deal again, like washing her poops, she said she really cannot eat for like 3 days straight because it's an adult poop. It's not like small baby poop. So it's really disgusting, sorry to say. So now this woman basically really having problem with the husband, and the husband also, of course, with that mentality like this is the innocent girl. She knows nothing. That's mostly many of us having a thought of that issue. We often think like because they are mentally retarded, so they are innocent. They don't think about this is actually leading to sexual act as well. So it happens also. We were talking about female mentally retarded patient, but it happens as well male mental retard if you only with them and they are a full grown adult with the energy of an adult man. Just be cautious. Sometimes when they want something, they badly want it, and they could go into the outburst anger and uncontrollable tantrum, and it is very risky because if they want sex, then the woman will be the victim for rape. And sometimes because in that situation, because they're always being labeled as disabled, so people often label them as innocent and also victim. But we'll see logically if small children, they are small children sometimes with very young physical age, but their mentals already adult. Not adult in terms of making smart decision, but in terms of knowing about sexual thing and also knowing about crimes. So they use their innocence as a kid to manipulate the adult. So that is the case of naughty kids, but normal one. But for this one, it's like small children trapped in an adult body, but with those kind of desire, and sometimes it's uncontrollable. So what I wanted to say here, doesn't matter the age. Once we realize that maybe people around us having that kind of problem, never hesitate to contact for therapists. They will always be available if you need them. Even though it's like adult patient, mentally retarded patient, but they are trained. They will be patient to train to make sure this individual are independent. So it's no excuse, especially in the MR, like to not know how to do things at all. Especially this one is already proven that she's able to do it. Just she may be craving for attention and those kind of thing, and so she actually avoid and acting like she don't know anything in front of that person that she wanted attention with, but not somebody else. And people who actually taking care of the mentally retarded patient in this matter, I'm talking just in this context. So they also need to seek like psychologist help or psychiatrist help because it's very difficult to deal with this kind of person. Mental health of the caretaker should not be neglected. Maybe some people see like if you ask these children from heaven, I would rephrase it that way, to do things they see as cruel because these people not born normal like most of us, and suddenly you force them to be normal. But actually if you train them, they will be independent, and it's nothing cruel with that. It's really good for their survival. Like in this case, parents not for whole her life. And now because parents didn't prepare her for this life, new life, basically with somebody else. Now the people who the new caretaker actually involved in trouble to help this kind of person. Well, I guess that's all my sharing. Thank you very much for watching me.